first time, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and the person she is accused of having an improper relationship with are both ordered, I should say, to testify simultaneously at the issue, their alleged relationship. Michael Roman, one of the defendants in the election interference case, who initially made the allegations about Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, is now suing Willis. Now, this comes after claims she had not turned over documents related to his defense. But Willis says she complied with every request, and they're going to get a chance to question her about that and the relationship that she allegedly has with Wade when she takes the stand on February 15th.